Hello and welcome back for another Fast Friday. This week we've got the end of our Path of Legends runs for Scarlet and Violet. It was like 6 weeks ago now. I ended up getting a 54:37 with my X Defend route, which was under 55 minutes, so I'm content, and it'll be playing once we actually start the run. But first we'll look at these guys again. Here we've got Green Litten. Its special attack is so good. It's so good, and yet it's not perfect. But it's still really good. Very happy with it. We can just scroll through all this, you know. I don't know if we're supposed to, but I always like to do it for just verification purposes. I guess it doesn't really matter. I imagine people would fake it anyway, but alright. Let's just go right back in. Yeah, I got what I was looking for weeks ago, but then I was like, okay, well, I'll start running without the X Defend, and we're not gonna run the X Defend this time either. But it's rough. It's a rough time. You got to go through 50 minutes to find out that you're not gonna win. Also, starting this timer is a pain in the butt, but that's okay. And I've just been busy. Like, I'll probably still run it a few times over before the end of the year. Alright, hopefully that was good enough timing. Hitting the buttons and moving at the same time. But, yeah, this is a rough run. Namely because our reset points are like 2 minutes into the run and then 40 minutes into the run. So it's not great. Like 45 minutes, I guess, technically, but like Tatsugiri is the only place you're in danger after you get up the first hills. Like, it's not great. I've only lost to Tatsugiri like once, maybe twice, but it can happen. I know it can happen. I've seen it happen. It's not good. And then we have like low odds to lose to... I was about to say, I haven't had to deal with Drift, but we just had Drift right there. That was cool. Cool. So we can just jump this. Right to Halucha. See if we can get this. This is the annoying part. Because if we don't get it like first try, everything is gonna fall from underneath us. Come on. You can do it. We didn't fall all the way down. No! We'll restart. We get one restart. We got one restart. I swear, I can't get that consistently. I don't know what it is, but I guess now we'll start playing the side by side of the 54:37 somewhere on the screen. I was surprised. I was happy that route got under 55. It could probably get under 54 if I was a little better and pushed it, but I'm content enough. Alright, we're gonna try something different this time. Is it gonna work? Probably not. Timer wise. I think I was a little late on the timer, but that's fine. This isn't gonna be a good run. Or it might have been drift that happened, I don't know. Timer's supposed to start on first input, so that's why it's a pain in the butt. Because first input, I want to click the start button and use the joystick, and I do not have enough hands to do both. Or do all three. I can't press the timer start button alongside the movement plus the getting on the bike. It's very awkward. See, like this one, very simple. Easy go up, grab. Sometimes you get off the cliff easy, sometimes you don't. If I went down in the same spot every time, it probably would be easier. But I'm awful at that, so. Why? It's fine. That's annoying, but sure. So I like sending the cat at him. Come on. Camera, work with me. Alright, we're up here before the 2-minute mark is not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. This is the second attempt at a run I'm doing. And the first run was not great. We were like a minute and a half behind at the second Titan? I don't know. We just got a little screwed there. That happens sometimes. Not much we can do about it. Like we need it. No, do not use the rare candy. Like we need that candy. It's rare that they spawn directly on it like that. But that does happen from time to time. Alright, let's go find a Swablu over here. I don't know why that raid is always there. It's always there to be obnoxious. Anyway, our cat should be mostly dead. Should be dead enough. So there's an energy root here. We shouldn't pick it up. I don't think there's a reason for us to pick it up. Like maybe Tatsugiri, but odds are we'll pick up the full restore later. We're not picking up the energy root. We just never have to heal for 200. Or not 200. We never have to heal, really, at all. Right? So, the only place we might have to heal is the final fight. And even then, it's usually because we get paralyzed. Like, the only other reason we'd need to heal is, like, Arvin he crits us. He crits us, but doesn't paralyze us. That would be the reason that we would want to use that energy root. Like, maybe against Dondozo. Alright. So, I don't think that's, like, the proper way. But, if we go around, something spawns and stops me from grabbing. Like, I have to work around them anyway. So, I've started doing that. Because otherwise, like, a Lit Leo spawns and doesn't let me grab it. Keep that. Hello, Cloth. So, yeah, I did this I got my good run at the beginning of September, and then I had a bunch of runs where I just couldn't get up that first hill. And then I got busy with other things, so... I did like a D-Rust run a couple days ago, and got sub 57, which I was pretty happy with. Considering I hadn't touched the game in like... Well, I hadn't touched the speedrun in like 6 weeks. I regularly play the games, but... When I'm playing the game, I can fly wherever I want, so, yeah. The movement doesn't exist. I really wish we could just, like, press start to get through the Arvin scenes. That would make this so much more manageable, because as it is, I don't have a turbo. So, mashing does take a toll. Like, I can do 2 runs a day before the mashing is just too much for my thumbs. Thankfully, you don't have to mash at the beginning. That would make it even worse. Alright, grass knot. Hey. Oh. The crit didn't matter. It was just extra text. Time-wise, I think we're going to be behind, but not by much. Considering the climb wasn't great, and... Oh, by the way, I pressed the button at the badge, if you don't remember. I think most people press it when you beat the Titan. I just press it at the badge. But... yeah, like, we had issues getting up the mountain. Couple issues getting up a few of those mountains. And then we had the encounter, which wasn't great. The encounter was very bad. Like, most of those getting up the mountains were fine. Outside of the one last one. Like... but the encounter, you lose so much time. But we're running against the averages, I believe. Oh yeah, the 5437 is on screen. Yeah. Look at that. So we're definitely losing time, but it shouldn't be that bad. Oh yeah, this is... that's not bad. Like, in terms of averages, that's really good, apparently. In terms of my good run, it was not good. But also, my good run was... I was very happy with it. There you go. But only being like 12 seconds behind with that encounter is probably good. I don't know how much time an encounter adds. It's got to be like at least 5 seconds. Luckily, we were able to grab the experience candy before getting in the encounter, or else we might have had to reset again. But, like, I like this run. It's just a lot. There are issues. There are issues. The mashing is definitely part of it. And then, like, our next reset point is 40 minutes into the run. That's the next issue. It's a very low chance of a reset point, but it has happened. Like, Dondozo, Tatsugiri are very scary Pokemon. And who boy are those cutscenes long. Like, that was a, what, 3-minute cutscene? roughly. And there are 4 of those, and then there was the super long one at the end. Like, it's not great. And collision's weird sometimes, especially with grabbing items. I don't know why. Why? Okay, that was my fault. That was a bad spot to climb. That was on me. I always think it's closer to the corner. I also don't know how to land well from heights. I haven't really been able to find any, like, notes on it, so I don't know. Unfortunately, it's nighttime. We probably should have set it so it was day. Probably. But yeah, we want this full restore just in case the worst happens. We don't know if we're going to find a cherry berry either, so. The cherry berry is up to chance. We'll know at the 25-minute mark, roughly. See, sometimes I miss that rare candy and have to go back after I jump over the river. Like, I walk over it. I just miss the time to press A somehow, like my window. I don't know. It's weird. It happens all the time. I press A to grab an item, and it chooses me not to grab said item, and I have to go back for it. If we grab that one, that's good. Hopefully we don't... I see a flittle. Luckily, flittles I don't think are aggressive, so we're okay. My practice run earlier had a set of Murkrow and Haunchcrow there. Those were a problem. I fell off of that thing. I fell off of that structure and had to reclimb it because I was trying to avoid them. And then I also had like a pop-in over here for a Pyroar. I didn't have quite enough time to react to it. And then it's always one further than you expect. Yeah. Stay away from the magnets. Alright, we want this. Oh god, I thought I missed it. This. And then we jump down here. Into the... It's kind of like an armpit of the rock, honestly. Oh, good. Now we just run to the tower, and we're actually doing pretty well. I'm very happy with how this segment is going. I am incredibly happy with how this segment is going. Oh yeah, that's... Ooh, I should get that in the... No... I might put that at the end. My earlier run... No! An encounter! It finally failed. I've never had an encounter here either. That's weird. Whatever. I don't know what that Vigoroth's up to. Or why it's running around here, but sure, whatever. No, my run earlier that had the game crash. It didn't crash. It just entered a load. It entered a loading zone and never exited it. Oh, I thought I missed. So like, after I beat Great Tusk, it just froze. I was sitting there for like 2 minutes waiting for it to come back, and it didn't. It did, like it was a black screen, just straight up black screen. I could press the home button, so it, like I said, didn't crash, no error message. But what was that? I did not want to U-turn there, but okay. But yeah, that was weird. But also here, I hit a seam when I jumped, and I just floated until it respawned me. Good times. This game has problems. Like we're just gonna run. Like I jumped over this rock and I hit a seam and I was just falling for a good 10 seconds. And it's like, well, this would usually be a reset, but I don't care how well I do on this run. As long as I do okay, I'm content. Like, even if we don't finish this run, like, which is a possibility with the... that's part of the issue with wanting to do a lot of these. Is there's an okay chance that you just do not finish the... Can we grab that, please? I was walking all over that thing and it refused to pick it up. But yeah, there's just a decent chance you get to Arvin at the end and he crits you and it's GG. Or maybe he gets 2 paralyses and it's GG. Like this. And that was what your last 50 minutes were building up to. And it's, that is probably the biggest problem with this run. Is that all the RNG is in the last 10 minutes. Alright, we should have all the candies. Let's go chase Jim a little bit. Let's rifle Jim's... See you, Jim. Alright. We're gonna stop right here. Bag. Do I have all the Do I have all the candies? Did I miss a large somewhere? That could be a problem. I never remember how many large candies we're supposed to have. I think we get 3 total and we used 1 earlier. I have to be careful not to mash there, because if I hit B... No, we're good. We're 51. Cool. We're good, we're good. Everything is fine. That was actually, outside of the 1 random encounter with that Vigoroth, that was a really good segment. I was happy with how that segment went. Oh, there was also that random rare candy not letting me pick it up. I just accept those happen sometimes, and we move on. Like, I've gotten really good at that segment. There's random things that can happen. Sometimes spawns will get you, but that segment felt pretty good. Oh, there was also jumping the wall, like, right after we beat Claw. That's okay. Jim, I'm coming for you. Jim. Cool. Like in this segment, I'm not mashing A and B, I'm just mashing A. Which I think is correct. There's not enough dialogue for me. Plus, I'm not even mashing through anything. Jim. Alright. Yeah. We can't mash through that either. Hey, look at that. Who would have thought? The level 51 beat the level, I think, 27. I think he's 27. With no special defense. We're just mashing. Now we're mashing both buttons. My mashing is... I don't know if I explained it this video or last, so I'll go over it again. Mashing is 1 thumb on A, 1 thumb on B, and I'm just pressing the buttons. We might actually be ahead. That was how good that segment went. We're gonna be real close. We didn't run into that Vigoroth. Yeah. Go make our sandwich so we can shiny hunt. Go on. This is salty, right? The good one? The one that's used in most one-ingredient sandwiches for shiny hunting? Look at that. That was a good segment. Very happy. Very happy. Cool. Now we meet Madostiff. The next two splits don't even matter, by the way. There's very little that happens during them, and they're very short, so... Like, things happen, but they don't. I think they're the two splits with the least variance, usually, so... Like, do we get a good boulder pattern? I guess that's the RNG we're looking for. Do we get a cherry berry? Yeah. We're going through. Boy and his dog. Great story. One of the best in the series. But not for us right now. We would like to get through this story. Keep going. I always forget on the final boss on what to do on Cloister, but we're not there yet. We'll see soon enough. Alright. See, that was like a 4 or 5 minute cutscene. This is why my thumbs get tired doing these. Alright. Back to the big city. Oh no. Oh no, I saw that. No! Not like this. Oh, there's an outbreak right in the middle of the path we're going. No. Hopefully it's nothing annoying. Never bonked there before, that's cool. Alright. Bonked on her before, though. Alright, we just go in, mash A bunch. Then we mash B a bunch. We hop on our car. Turn. Get out of there. Alright, we didn't bonk on the tree. So, we didn't bonk grabbing the rare candy. No, generally speaking, that was mostly good. Outside of bonking on the wall, right? Oh my god. Right when we arrived. The arrival bonk could have been better. Alright, we're grabbing any sparkly we see. That was not the sparkly we want, though. We're looking for a cherry berry. Why are they all right next to another guy? Get out of here! It wasn't even what we wanted. It was an oran berry, I'm pretty sure. We didn't want it. Alright. don't know where that outbreak was. I almost missed the mint, though. I don't know this for sure. I feel like if we get close to that city, Nimona will call us. So we don't want to. I don't know this for sure. We haven't done that speedrun, and it's been a long time since I played through the main story of the game. But in my heart of hearts, I fear that might be what happens. So we are avoiding that city like the plague. Also, I think it's just faster to run around it. But alright. We head over to this wall. And we're up. Nice and simple. Nothing too crazy. Jump up this. Stay out of the grass because Nimble could be in there. Alright. I did try running up this last time. Didn't work. Like, do I need to jump? Yes. Yes, I do. Alright. Once we turn this corner, I believe we get our phone call. You can see the little balls in the background. Alright. Let's climb. Time to climb. Climb? Well, climb. Alright. Let's not bonk on any of these balls. Boulders. They're balls. Hey, nice and clean. Alright. Like I said, the variance for this is very small. We had an encounter, so it's probably going to be not great. We're probably losing a little bit of time. There's a, I believe, 1 in 16 chance with our special attack that we do not get the KO on the second phase. Which you would think would be okay because, you know, maybe our teammate will get rid of it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I have never seen Knackley attack. It always does something weird. But yeah, there's a very small chance we do not KO. We'll see how it goes. It's how I know we're not a perfect special attack, because I've seen this thing live. Hey, we won. No 1 in 16 today. Let's go. Anyway, we're just smashing. Like I said, these two specifically just do not matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, nothing interesting happens between them. Well, actually, that's not true. Getting a cherry berry or not is kind of interesting, I guess. It, in theory, changes our strategy for the final boss. I don't know the flowchart, so it might not. I think it ultimately depends on whether or not we get paralyzed by the stupid squirrel. I hate that squirrel so much. Squirrel is actually evil. Yeah, we lost a little time. I blame the encounter and slightly the bonk. There was some mismanagement of where I was going, because I missed the mint too right away. Yeah. There were definitely some issues there, but nothing too big. I'm actually surprised we lost so much. Surprised it sent us back to the red. I mean, if we're keeping up with the time, though, it's not bad for us, in theory. Because we are guaranteed to not take as many turns during Arvin. Though, without the Cherry Berry, who knows what's going to happen. I'm not expecting us to beat Arvin. I'm expecting myself to, like, filibuster back to 55 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. We're just tapping away. Like, in theory, if I can get the same run to Arvin without the X defense, like, we should save probably 30 seconds at least. I don't remember if I had to heal or not. If I had to use a full restore. I don't think I did, because I don't think I had to Terra. Like that, getting paralyzed by the squirrel is such a bad thing to happen. I really wish I knew how to land properly. I just could not find anything written about it online. And apparently I didn't know what, like, I'm sure it had to have been talked about on the Discord, but maybe I could have asked, but I hate asking. Alright. I think I've spoken in the Discord like once or twice ever. And one of them was finding a glitch in BDSP, and it's like, this is not legal, right? Alright, this is probably good enough. I found a glitch where you could surf again right after you land and skip a you have to skip a battle that's otherwise like required. Like, this is glitch, right? It's like, this is a major glitch. Why do we not have a facial expression during that? Dawn Pond. That was also awful menuing on my part. We're losing time. We're bleeding out. Awful menuing here. I was distracted by trying to remember. And I'm like, oh no, I'm doing too many things at once. This is the one of the few parts of the run where I actually have to think about what I'm doing. Now is not story time. Story time's like right after we beat this guy. Technically, it could be during him. There's a significantly higher chance we don't one-shot this guy. Which is unfortunate because Govillain never attacks first turn. I don't know why, he just never does. If he were to attack first turn, that would be cool. Okay, let's not crit and crash the game again. Let's not crit and crash. Alright, do we get the one shot? Let's find out. Nope. Like I said, it's just true. Alright. Yeah, never attacks. Never attacks turn 1. I think we can leafage here for a faster animation. Yay, sand. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's the faster animation between grass knot and leafage. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, not getting a 1 cycle there is not great for us. We're definitely losing more time here. That's okay. Back to the mashing. Oh, okay. That's where it froze last time, I think. Or did it freeze when I walked in here? Let's find out. Don't freeze on me, game. Don't freeze on me. No, it froze when I walked into the cave. Like, it just never came back from this black screen. Just never came back. We're just mashing. Got sour herbs. Alright, how much time did we lose? I don't think it's going to be that much. I would have expected more. Considering how bad the menuing was. Like, a second cycle and the bad menuing only got us to plus 18. Like, that's fine. I guess that wasn't a first cycle either. I mean, we can one-shot that phase. I've done it. I can look it up. It's not like we're doing anything right now. I mean, my thumb is busy mashing, but... I don't need to mash right now. Do. Just looking for... Yeah, we have like a 25 or 26 IV, I believe. Which... yeah. 2/3 of the time we should... roughly. 2/3 of the time we one-shot that Great Tusk, I believe, is where it's at. Roughly. It's 11 out of 16. Alright, lag reduction. Boop. I assume this is lag reduction. This lake is awful in terms of lag, so... I thought we saw a little thing. Ooh, we didn't quite make it. That was actually an awful landing. Titan. Thankfully he doesn't get the actual boosts. Turns out that Tatsugiri is water absorb. Not really. No, I don't believe it actually is water absorb. I'm pretty sure it's captain or commander. Commander's ability, right? I'm not a Tatsugiri Dandozo person. Anyway, we one-shot that. That's good. I believe there was a small chance we didn't. We do not want to get hit by the Veluza. That would be bad. I don't know why I jumped up. That was probably slower. Titan. Oh, actually, it's like an actual 50% if I'm reading this right. That's cool. It's a 50-50 on if we one-shot that. Jeez. So yeah, this is where all the RNG is. It's like the one-shotting the Bombardier in our favor. The one-shotting both Great Tusk and this guy back-to-back, not in our favor. One's a coin toss and one's like a 2/3. And we're trying to get both of them. Like, unlikely. As long as that's not into us, I'm fine. I hate you so much right now, Arvin. But this guy's not a huge deal. Like, it's really annoying if, say, he body slams us, we get paralyzed, and then we're paralyzed and can't attack. Like, that's a really bad situation. It doesn't happen often, though, so it's fine. It's this Tatsugiri right here. He's the problem. If he clicks Icy Wind turn 1, it's very bad for us. We really want him to go after that Greedut right there with like a Dragon Pulse. That's what we need. Or maybe a Muddy Water and Miss. That would be fine. No accuracy drop. I hate this. See, this is just something we can't control. Accuracy drop on both of us. Lovely. That might be good for us. Anyway, we Flower Trick it. We hit. That's good. There's the Icy Wind. That's really bad. Greedut, go for it. Go for it, Greedut. We really need it to Dragon Pulse Greedut next turn. Greedut missed. Great. Is this the end for our heroes? Yes. Yes, it is. It's just a dead. Oh, wait. Greedut could crit, technically. It's not going to happen. See, this is what... How am I even supposed to talk for 10 minutes still? Yeah, Greedut needed a crit there. That's not great. Anyway. Yeah, this part right here. That Tatsugiri. Like, we can't. We used an X attack. We can't really come back and battle him again, can we? Like, that's just not... I mean, I guess... Hi. I guess we can. The timer's going. Oh, okay. We can fly here now. That's cool. We're gonna have to go pick up a... We're gonna have to pick something up on the way back. Like, this run just turned real bad. We are not beating our score now, by the way. Wait, do we have to do both phases again? Yes. Boo! Usually this would be a reset, but I'm letting the good run play out, so... Yeah, that just happens. If he didn't get the accuracy drop on the Greedut, we could have won that. Like, I don't... Actually, no, we couldn't have, because Greedut would have died to the recoil a turn earlier. So, it was just unfortunate. It's where the energy root probably would have helped, but not really. Like, it's probably better to just reset. Ow. I mean, that's a fine thing to happen to us. That's also fine. That we're praying for him to miss. Anyway, we get a free refill to the next battle. Alright. Like this is where I would call it a night for these attempts, but we must keep going. Oh my goodness, you're doing it again. I hate this so much. Like, alright. Yeah, see, Dragon Ball's him. That's there. Now, as long as we don't miss because of the accuracy drop, we win. There. We probably could have gotten the kill with knockoff, but it's fine. It's what it is. It doesn't matter at this point. It went very poorly. This is gonna mess up with the averages, though. I probably will not save this time. Just because of how bad it is for the averages. But yes, this is why it's hard to do this for more than a few days at a time. Soul crushing. Soul crushing is what. Like, I'm probably going to hunt for the sub 54 for the end of the year at some point, but this is. I was very content getting sub 55. Like, that was nice. I think I could get sub 54. I don't think I could get sub 53 without learning how to land. I think that's like the next big thing that'll help me, I think. And it'll be useful for the other routes too, I'm sure. Like that stall from falling from a large height is just rough. 4 minutes. Nothing like going from plus 20 seconds to plus 4 minutes because we had to go through a fight 3 times. 2 fights twice. Like, we were at the end of his fight. Icy Wind is rough. Especially with, yeah, Icy Wind plus Muddy Water is just not fun. Oh, it's so bright. Anyway, now we get to sit through the 5 minutes of this. But yeah, I could see sitting down for like a week trying to get the sub 54 at some point, but that can be its own thing. Like, that's why I'm not sure if I want to submit the 5437 because I want to work on it more. Like, that's why I didn't record this video right away either, because I was hoping to work on it more, and then I got busy with a bunch of stuff, so, I think I can probably find a, like, not a week. I think a week is too long to go through this. Oh my god, it's the 30-second load screen. I still hate that. I don't know why I was smashing through that. I should probably not mash through that part. Yeah, we can climb. Cool. Anyway. We have to stop by Mesa Goza, so we can go purchase another X attack since we used ours. I feel like there should be an X attack we can find on the ground somewhere, but I have no clue where it is. Also, I think most stores carry it, but I also don't think we've gone to any towns with that store, so that doesn't help. let's do this. And by do this, I mean we're going to Mesa Cosa. Now, if we lose to Arvin, we lose to Arvin. I'm not gonna battle him again. But I'm willing to give him one go. I fully expect him to not paralyze us just because of how bad this is, but also there's a world where I could see the paralysis happening twice. Or a crit. Crit could happen too. Who knows? That's always so jarring, watching the scene switch to me walking from a different direction. Yeah, sad music. Let's go. Let us in. We're almost at the end. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. It's so awkward that it switches between them and she can't appear on screen. Like, it's just a picture of a screen. And then they have to cut to her like this. I don't know why we can't just get her to play on screen. Maybe it's a Switch limitation. I don't know. It shouldn't be. Alright. We still need to use the adamant mint, don't we? We can do that very soon. Alright. Let's go battle him, I guess. After we use the adamant mint. Yeah, this round was not great. It really fell apart at that end. You have an adamant mint. Hi, let's battle. And by battle, I mean I'm going to be using Flower Trick a bunch, so... Mabasta feels like such a Giovanni Pokemon. I don't know what it is about him. I mean, I know exactly what it is about him. He's literally a mafia boss dog. That is exactly what it is about him. Alright. We're going to pray it works out. Probably won't, but we're gonna pray. 1 X attack. Alright, Body Slam, what you gonna do to me today? Yeah. High roll plus para. You'll love to see it. Well, that's not great. Are we dead? No. Well, unfortunately, we use a full restore, and there's a 30% chance we're dead. Let's find out. Does it para the second time? Okay, well, we get the win. Cool. Unfortunately, it's a very long win. At least we get to end with a kill, though. Like, we're not ending by... I mean, we did give up, but... Like, we had to fly back to the main city to buy another X attack. Like, this was not a good run. That was like an extra minute on top of the 4 minutes that we already failed. I believe technically we could... no, I don't think we can. It's like, I want to say there's a world where we can KO with leafage, but I think we have to be in... I think we have to be in overgrowth range, and we are not. Same with this thing, I believe there's a world where we can KO with Grass Knot, but it's overgrowth range. I believe we're supposed to Grass Knot this one. It's like all defense. The thing is the same defense as an Onyx, I believe. I think they're both 180. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on that. Alright, well, because of the Intimidate, we cannot kill unless we do this. We have to Terra, which takes another long amount of time. Let's find out. It's got to be like 10 seconds at least. Maybe 20. Maybe 15. I could see 15. I think it was about 15. And then he has to do it for 15. And then we hit, we kill, we win, and we wait for the thing to fade. The real question is it going to be under an hour? We'll find out. I don't think it is. I think it's going to end up just above an hour. Which, like I said, if we subtract, like, the extra 5 minutes we had from all the mishaps, like, that wasn't that bad. Yeah, we're going to get up in just under an hour, I believe. Because we still got a little bit of mashing before we get to press the time button. But yeah, everything went wrong in the last leg of the run. Alright. And with that, we are done. So, what happens next? So next up, for the next few months, is actually going to be an Iron Man for FE7. I've never done an Iron Man before, and I thought it would be a fun time. And it ended up going a lot longer than I expected it to, but it was a fun time, and I enjoyed it. So that'll be the next few months of Fridays, because there are a lot of 5 Friday months, so Pokemon battles mixed in there, but yeah, that's the next plan. And then I don't know what's next. I have like 3 things I want to do. I really want to get into Super Mario Galaxy next year. But like I want to go really hard into learning that. However, before that, I would really like to do Teal Mask, but I don't want that to be like the next one. So I think something else is going to be in between that, and I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll be 3 houses. No, it shouldn't be Fire Emblem back to back. I don't know what it's going to be. Because I know I want to do 3 houses speed runs at some point too. 3 houses seems fun. There is RNG to it, so it's not... I wanted to do like GBA Fire Emblem runs, and then I realized that you don't want to do those. They are essentially just putting in inputs and dictating what the RNG is going to be, which didn't sound particularly fun to me. I don't know. It's literally just RNG manipulation the entire time, with a little dash of boss control, I believe, with mind glitches is in there too. Like, it doesn't sound fun. I'm sure some people enjoy it, not for me. Which is why we did an Iron Man. Never done one of those. It seemed fun. So I've already recorded all those. Oh. But what is going to be next for Past Fridays? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in February. But thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.